The Legend of the Penis. Ta-da. How's it going, everyone? It's the L Gaming Blog here, bringing you guys Black Ops 2 gameplay. Now, this serious topic I want to talk about, and is the Call of Duty community too toxic? This is about David vonderhaar getting death threats today. Obviously, it does get him every day, but today was a bit different. So yesterday, there was a title update for Black Ops 2. Basically, it is another patch fixing a lot of bugs, most predominantly in the zombies, and there was also some other fixes and changes and some gun nerfs, of course. There's a link in the description where you guys can click and see all of this if you haven't already. Okay, so I head off to read the patch notes. Most of it involves some needed tweaks to Barrett's, but apparently this is the part that has people violently angry. So there's 3 weapon nerfs that they've done. And the first one is the AN-94, which is the weapon I'm using in this gameplay, and the damage has been slightly reduced. There is also the DSR-50, so the rate of fire has been reduced, and the Ballista has the rate of fire slightly reduced. Now this is the descriptions, and this is what it says in the official patch notes game page. Again, there's a link in the description, so you guys can read for yourselves. So after these updates was out there and it was official, I suppose, people went mad at this, and people were starting to rage and just really, you know, over the weapon changes more than anything. You know, they weren't mad about the game or whatever, just the freaking weapon changes. So what happened? Well, David vonderhaar has tweeted this to clarify things for you, and there should be his tweet on the screen right now. Alright, so the tweet is on screen, and I'll quote: "The DSR fire time was 0.2 seconds, it's now 0.4 seconds. The rechamber time was 1 second, it is now 1.1 seconds. Again, this is ridiculous, and it's just so tiny of a change that, you know, it's laughable. It's there, you know, but whatever. They also tweeted this with more changes. Alright, again, you can read it, but I'll read it for you. The sprinting time was 0.25 seconds, it's now 0.30 seconds. Sprint out time was 0.25 seconds, now 0.30 seconds. As you can see, the changes are so insignificant and so small. This is what he tweeted next after he still got a lot of hates about it, even though he clarified it. Alright, so after all that, he got this and he said, not sure these fraction of seconds are worth the threats of violence. Because he got a lot of death threats to him and to his family. And you know what? They are not. It's just a fucking game, and those stats are minuscule and barely make any difference. Right, one of vonderhaar's main responsibilities is to keep the game as balanced as possible. Weapons are designed with pros and cons. They perform in specific ways for specific reasons. But in the course of millions of hours of gameplay and the data to go with it, weapons are found to be more effective or less effective than they should be. Keep that performance balanced. They are adjusted. This is what has happened with every Call of Duty game that has come out to the last few years, and it will continue to happen. A gun stats being adjusted should not be a surprise to anybody at this point, especially on a game that's its main thing is balance, you know, making a game that is very balanced. Anyways, so pretty much at this point, 90% of people were tweeting him to go die in a fire, or that he should kill himself, and other types of death threats to him and to his family. The verbal abuse was just a lot. But if the loudest voices in Call of Duty community act like an angry mob, which is what it seemed to me, can you see what the image gives to all the Call of Duty players? Can you see why people think Call of Duty players are, you know, crazy, basically. Now if you take a look at his Twitter feeds, which again, there's going to be a link in the description for all his Twitter feed, you'll see that there is a lot of people who sent him calm and useful feedback. And it's audibly clear that the developers respond positively and gratefully to this kind of feedback. Alright, imagine that you are, put yourself in his shoes, have some empathy, and imagine that you are, you know, making a game, making some, we all make mistakes, alright? Everybody makes mistakes, that's just a fact of life. Imagine that you are making a game, making a comment, whatever, right? What would you rather me do? To just point out to you that, you know what, your comment is piece of shit, or that you're shit and, you know, you should kill yourself? Or would you rather me give you some constructive criticism and tell you, you know what, this is not the rightest thing, you should do this or that? Now, I get a lot of people sending me messages to basically asking me when they started out their YouTube doing videos and whatnot, started, you know, just asking me some feedback, some positive criticism, right? I'm not gonna go to their videos and you know, insult them and tell them to go die because they're shit at it. And you know, if I'm gonna give them some positive criticism, I'll give as good as I get, because I've got some criticism to myself, and thank God to this point I've always had some positive criticism and some, you know, good criticism about the stuff I do, and I respond correctly to that. Of course, you know, I'll take your opinion and I'll respect it. Now, if you're talking down to me and if you're insulting me, of course I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna take you seriously. I'm just gonna ignore you, just like they do, right? Now, as gamers, we go through the same abuse in Call of Duty lobbies on a nightly basis. So pretty much every time you play, the few idiots who act this way tarnish the names of all the good guys who enjoy the game. So to answer the question of the title of this video, is the Call of Duty community too toxic? Well, I don't think so, honestly. Compared to many other communities, especially you have the Dota 2 community, you have the League of Legends, Defense of the Ancients. Those communities are so much more toxic and so much more insulting than the Call of Duty communities that I actually think the Call of Duty community is not that bad. The problem here is that the assholes that do make these threats get more attention than the rest of the normal players who actually enjoy the game. You know, you get much more attention for being a troll or for hating on somebody than you get for just being a good guy and a good player. So I don't think the Call of Duty community is too toxic, not at all. I just think the players didn't respond very well to this new nerf, this guns nerfed and whatnot. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I hope you enjoyed my new quality. And also leave me a comment in the section below what you think about the Call of Duty community, and what you think about the shameful behavior about the Call of Duty community being, you know, too hateful and giving death threats. Anyways, thank you for watching, and peace. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, you can hit that like button. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook for all my video updates. Oh, and subscribe on YouTube. Want to see more of this series? Check out the playlists on the left side, or the previous or the next video of this series.